Welcome to One Pizza Too Many. Cooking and unboxing videos.
Hi everybody, welcome back to One Pizza Too Many cooking and unboxing videos. Now today we're going to be making a lasagna using the Ninja Foodi. Before we get into this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hitting the bell for notifications of when I release a new video, and head over to Ninja Foodi World, the new Facebook page run by me. Now I'm going to bring you in closer and we're going to get through the ingredients so we can get cooking. We have some vegetable oil for frying, some tomatoes, chopped tomatoes, 2 tins, some water, a litre of milk. We have some flour, so plain flour for making the roux with the butter, which we'll then add the milk into for the white sauce, with some grated cheese. We have some gravy granules or thickener. We have some salt just there and some pepper, some Worcestershire sauce, 1 onion, bulb of garlic which we'll use a couple of cloves out of, some mixed herbs, a beef stock cube, some tomato puree just there. Then we have some fresh pasta sheets, and we have 60-40 minced beef and pork, so it's 60% pork and 40% beef. Then over here we have the Ninja Foodi Max with the lower accessory rack. We have a jug, some pots and other bits and pieces that we might need during today's cook. First thing we're going to do is finely dice 1 medium to large onion, and we're going to mince up 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. It's dead simple. We're going to top and tail the onion, leaving a little bit of the root in, like I've done on loads of other videos. I'm sure by now you're bored of me chopping away, so I'll whiz through this bit. Sun's out today, really nice, makes a massive difference when the sun's shining. So we've got the onions peeled. Now quickly finely dice these up. Watch your fingers if you're doing this at home yourself. Obviously you could buy a bag of frozen onions or pre-chopped ones if you don't fancy chopping them yourself. Okay. Cut round the root. And this, if you're thinking there's a lot of onion, it is. However, this is going to sweat down, cook down to hardly anything. So root in the bin, and the garlic. So we're going to pick out some nice, so 4 cloves, decent sized cloves, and the rest I'll stick it in my pot. And what I'll do is I'll use them in another dish, or I'll put them on one of the barbecues when I'm doing a cook up, and we'll do some smoked garlic. I'm just going to bash these just to make it easier to get the skin off. Like so. Quickly just chop these up. Okay. Then what I'm going to add to this is some salt. good couple of pinches of sea salt. And then we're going to use that as like a grinding paste to sort of mash the garlic up, make it into a puree. That's going to release a lot of flavour. Like so. So once you've got your puree, that can just go on top of your onions, and we'll get that in a bowl. And then next we're going to move the foodie over, and we're going to make the white sauce or the cheese sauce to go in the lasagna first. So to make the white sauce or the cheese sauce, it's really easy. Brought you in close so you can see into the pot. First things first is we're going to go in with the butter, and we're going to come round and we're going to turn the foodie on, which it is. We're going to go around to function, down to sear and saute, temperature down to medium. I'm going to press on. So this is the same as I did for the macaroni cheese, so head over to that video, have a look how I did that. Apart from this is going to be slightly thinner than that sauce that we made for that video. So we're going to allow the butter to melt, and then we're going to add the flour to make the... Now this is a replaced Ninja Foodi that I got replaced under warranty. Make sure you head over to my video that I released a couple of weeks ago on why I needed to get a replacement Ninja Foodi under warranty, just in case yours start doing the same issues mine had. Butter is all melted now in the bottom of the pot, and I'm going to go in with the flour. I'm just going to work this around, cook it until the flour is cooked out for 2 to 3 minutes, because you don't want that floury taste. As you can see, just keep adding the milk, working it in, making sure there's no lumps. Really work it using a rubber spatula or a spoon, and then just keep adding a little bit of milk at a time and working that in. So I'll get this to a nice sauce consistency and speed this a little bit up. So there we have the sauce nearly done. I'm going to put half of the cheese in, a little bit of pepper, and a pinch of salt. Working this round, and this will thicken nicely. The pot is now to clean. This way it's good if you've got two. We're going to go in with a bit of oil. I'm going to turn the foodie on. I'm going to go around to saute on high and on. We're going to go in with the onion and the garlic. I'm going to give these a mix round, incorporate the garlic and the onion together. Okay, so the minced beef and pork are in, and I'm giving this a stir round just to start breaking the meat down, and then in another couple of minutes we're going to go in with the liquid I'm going to use to utilize the pressure function on the Ninja Foodi. Next we're going to go in with the chopped tomatoes. That's going to add the liquid that we need for this to pressure cook. Depending on the mince, you may need to add some water as well, so I've got some water and some stock. I am just going to add a little bit, so I've just added 150 ml. I'm then going to go in with stock cube, use fresh stock as well if you've got that to hand, that'll be good. Some Worcester sauce, a couple of dashes, or some Henderson's. Some mixed herbs, liberal amount. A little bit of salt, and a good amount of pepper. Just going to stir that around, and at this point you could add some red wine as well. I'm going to keep this non-alcoholic for today's video. Then on top of all this, I'm going to go with half a tube of tomato puree, and I'm going to leave that on the top, and I'll show you why after we've pressure cooked it. Then we're going to go on with the lid, lock it on, go to seal, press the seal, or move the seal over, and then I'm going to come around and change the function to pressure, leave it on high, and I'm going to change the time down to 5 minutes, and I'm going to press go. And now this is going to take round about 4 to 5 minutes to build pressure up. It's then going to pressure cook for 5 minutes, and we're then going to do a quick release. Ninja has just beeped, which says that the pressure cook is over, and now we're going to do a quick release. Vent is about to drop down. There we go, and we're just going to open the lid carefully and away, and you will see the puree still on top, which we're then going to mix in, and it's a really nice consistency. The flavour and smell, well, the smell coming off it is amazing. I imagine the flavour is. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle just some grated granules on top, then just to help with the thickening of this. So now let's get this out, clean the pot, and then we can build the lasagna and finish baking it. So we have the accessory rack, which goes in the Ninja nicely, and then I have this little tub, gemware tub. It's a nice size just to fit inside the Foodi Max. So I'll get 2 of these size tins out of this mixture that I've made. Now here I have some fresh pasta sheets. I like these because they cook nice and quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut these sheets to fit this tub, about there and there. Then I've got some greaseproof paper which I'm going to put in the pot, because I'm going to try and lift the whole lasagna out of the pot. Whether we can or not will be another thing. And we're going to build the lasagna in there, and hopefully we'll be able to lift the whole thing out when we come to serve it. First thing we're going to do is just going to go in with a little bit of this white sauce, so it has thickened up, obviously with it being sat here. What would be alright? A little bit of this sauce, and then a piece of the pasta. So I always put a little bit in the bottom just to help with the cooking process. A little bit more sauce. There we go. Then I'm going to go in with some of the ragu mix. Then another sheet of lasagna, pasta, and I'm going to push it down because I don't want any air bubbles. I want this to be a really thick, dense pasta lasagna. And the jury's out. Some people say they put sauce in between layers, some don't. I'm on the opinion that yes, you do. And we're just going to keep building this up. A bit more sauce, a bit more ragu. And I like to put a lot of pasta in because the pasta soaks up a lot of the moisture that's in the actual ragu, and you end up with a really nice thick lasagna. Let me know in the comments below how you've done yours, if you've made one in the Ninja Foodi. I think we'll get another couple of layers. So there's one. There we go, we're nearly there. This is going to be a thick lasagna. There we go. And I'm just going to put a couple of pieces on the top, and I'm then going to go on with some more sauce over the top, plenty on the top. I'm just going to move this over all of the pasta. It's really important at this point that all the pasta is covered, otherwise it won't cook. And this pot might look small, but trust me, this has got enough easily for 4 portions in, and it's quite a big deep pot. Then I'm going to go on with finally a little bit more cheese, like so. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this on the rack, like so. And then we're going to lift this whole thing into the Ninja Foodi, like so. And we're going to close the lid. I'm going to then turn it on. I'm going to go to function, and I'm going to go to bake and roast. I'm going to put it on 190, but I'm actually going to drop it to 180, and I'm going to put it on for 20 minutes. And there we go. So join me in 20 minutes when this is cooked and we'll get some served up. So we're nearly coming up to the end of the bake time on the lasagna, and there's the classic Ninja beep, and we're going to switch it off. The fan stops spinning, all the noise goes. Let's have a look. Wow, look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? So now let's lift this out. So I'm going to lift the whole thing on the rack, the whole tin on the rack out. And again, a lot of people say not to use metal in the pot, and obviously Ninja say that, but then they give you a metal pot. That's one of the 3 things that I hate about the Ninja Foodi. Head over and see that video and see if you agree with the other 2. So there we have portion plated up, so that's half of the dish that you've just seen here. Okay, so here's the other one that I've got ready to cook, and you'll see how it sets nicely, so that'll be ready to cook, and that'll be even better than this one because the pasta has all that time to soak up all that sort of lovely juice from the ragu and the sauce. So I think it looks alright. Now compared to a standard oven, I think the one-shot job in the Ninja is good for time. However, would I choose to actually make a lasagna if I had enough time to do it? I think I'd make the sauce on the ragu in here. However, I think I would probably use the Ninja Grill XL because I can get a nice big dish in the grill. So let me know in the comments below, what would you use? So I'm going to try some anyway. And you know what? It tastes absolutely fantastic. The flavour, the consistency, the pasta is nice and soft. It's really, really tasty. So there we have it, everyone. My take on a lasagna, all done in the Ninja Foodi Max. Hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure you do head over to my Facebook page, Ninja Foodi World, and give me that thumbs up if you have liked what you've seen. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button and say hi in the comments. Say, hey, I've subscribed, and I'll be sure to leave you a comment. So until next time, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you all very soon.
One pizza too many.